Good evening, guys and girls. I am your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you the go-home edition of Storm this week, 2 days before our next big pay-per-view, Real Horror Show. And we're kicking things off in the biggest way possible. As the Gentlemen's Club, Nigel Von Bartleby and Izzy Wrecked being flanked by the formerly undefeated Stevie Ray Vaughan take on Ray Damonio, who needed a tag team partner. When you're the champion, you don't have a lot of friends. So he reached out to another champion. In the main event, Jeff Powell answered the call. So we're going to have the champions from both Blitz and Supernova on one side of the ring. Izzy Wrecked, the number one contender for that Blitz title. Nigel Von Bartleby, the man with the biggest mustache in the companies, being flanked by the little man with the biggest mullet. Nigel has had a dramatic change of heart in recent weeks. Up until he won that Battle Royal, he was honestly considered the most fan favorite of this trio. Most people are just kind of sickened by Izzy and Skeevy. There is that whole fear of getting hepatitis just from breathing their air. But Nigel was that lovable glue that bound them together, but no longer has found a new aggressive streak in his hunt to become the champion. To be the man that can finally find that way to answer the Kingdom Come and defeat Ray Damonio. We haven't seen the Gentlemen's Club here in tag team form in some time. It's good to have them back. I mean, as good as it can be. I mean, you know. Izzy looks like he's a walking STI. Stevie Ray as well. Stevie Ray. And I'm always just kind of afraid Nigel might punch me in the face now. Pretty sure his bicep is bigger than my entire body. But the man's 7'4", about 380, 390, something in that ballpark. Not the heaviest man Damonio's fought, but definitely the biggest all around. Damonio has already defeated Big Papa Tapatio this season. Our world heavyweight champion. He has yet to find defeat in singles competition. His only loss came in a tag team match. And he didn't take the fall. Announcers love to point that thing out. Could be foreshadowing. Could just be, you know, being a historian. Who knows? My crystal ball's on the fritz. Ray Damonio's reign has been well over 100 days. I don't have the exact figures in front of me. I will have that number by Sunday's Real Horror Show. Speaking of Sunday, High Class Wrestling is going to be bringing you the Beating the Odds Battle Royal earlier on in the day. We will be coming at you with Real Horror Show that night. And further shoutouts to High Class. If you missed Throwdown today, when we are done, go watch it. While you're there, subscribe to them. After you've done that, go subscribe to Supernova. Follow the Triad. Ray Damonio, one of the few that hasn't quite gone to the other companies. He has wrestled a couple of house shows for High Class. I think he's done one older special that wasn't televised for Supernova. I want to say it's multi-man matches mostly. I will need the voice, I'm the voice of choice rather, the truth from the booth and Chip Stackworth to verify that, but I'm pretty sure that's how things have been going. And the man to answer the call of our champion, your Supernova Pro, World Heavyweight Champion, the main event, Jeff Powell. Yet another man who has yet to really meet too many defeats this season. I think he maybe has a couple losses before his reign started. His only defeat since he's become champion was a non-title match to Eric Moore, so that's an acceptable stat to have. Did end up coming up short in Moto Combat, but let's face it, everyone else came up short that's not Bake. Izzy wrecked for the Gentleman's Club, our world champion, Ray Demonio. Opening match, we are a go. Collar elbow tie up. Demonio backs Izzy into the Gentleman's corner, having words with his challenger. Clean break. Izzy showing the strength now, going pillar to post, pushing Ray into their corner. Thought we were getting a clean break. Izzy with the cheap shot. Grabs a hold of the champion, maintains control of the back of the dreadlocks. Snapmares him down. Demonio fighting with the ground. Shot to the kidneys, runs through the Fez press, dropping some bombs. Snap suplex, looked like he was thinking float over, opted out of it. Too close to the ropes. Drops that knee to the back of the neck of Izzy wrecked. Izzy's been nursing a torn rotator cuff the last couple months from what my notes are saying. That's why he hasn't quite been around. Runs into a fireman's carry takedown. Demonio spins him around with the shot. Side Russian leg sweep. Nigel trying to get in there real bad. Champ says nope. Demonio, second rope. Dives down looking like he was thinking for that DDT. Izzy pushes him away. Alley-oop up and over. Hangs the champion up on the top rope. That's the move that took out Buck Wild for, sorry, it was Burke, for a number of weeks. Except he caught in a turnbuckle post. Izzy brings in Nigel. Pendulum backbreaker, feeds him to the challenger. Up and over with the vertical. Demonio is almost 8 feet in the air, upside down. Probably over 8 feet. Demonio with the discus right hand. These two men have met in singles competition once. Was non-title. Sick powerbomb by Nigel. Demonio wisely slips out, trying to recompose himself right back in. Pausing hooves, spinning back fist, runs through with the lariat, dropping the challenger. Brings in main event. We're getting some hotness here. Nigel with a very European uppercut. Shots to the kidneys and then one to this side of the ear. Big backbreaker out of the main event. Chippy stacks in the feed. Diving lariat from the second rope, mid-range jumper, full effect from the Supernova Pro World Champion. Nigel dives in, brings in Izzy wrecked. Pop-up knee to the guts. Looked like Izzy connected with the lariat and Powell just shrugged it off. Did not shrug off that shoulder tackle, sent him spine first into that barricade. Tonight's card's pretty stacked with tag team matches. Izzy thinking butterfly suplex. Powell, short arm lariat, drops him on the outside. We've got 4 tag team matches and 2 women's matches, if my notes are correct here. That sounds accurate. Including the first meeting of challengers and champions for the tag team titles. Is Izzy just throwing spine first off the shoulders of the main event into that post, and then runs into a hip toss belly to belly suplex. Powell brings in Demonio. Refs count at 7. Izzy slow getting up. Refs countered 8. Or 9, wow. Okay, and the champions take it by countout. Demonio using that ring general status that he's been gaining lately. Knowing that he has a big match coming up against Big Nigel, wants to conserve that energy. Opts to take the countout. Not 100% okay with it, but we'll take it. And the gold standard stands tall. That name's not going to stick, I promise you. Even if for one night only. Shout out to Supernova Pro's Supercard from a couple days ago. Jeff Powell and Ray Damonio formed a decent looking team. They will probably retire as a team undefeated. Moving on, speaking of Jeff Powell and Supernova Pro, Chip Stackworth's third favorite women's wrestler from our roster, Christy Wen, taking on the woe-begotten Kitty Barnes in singles action. Chrissy's been picking up a couple wins here and there, picked up that big win a couple weeks ago. Kitty Barnes still hasn't won a match, including tag team matches, if my notes are correct here. I have lots of notes. I got notes in different area codes. Chrissy Wynn, probably the only woman in the triad that's throwing out skyliners like Jeff Powell. That's why Chip Stackworth loves her. Not as much as Iggy and Callie Dane, but he's a fan. Probably her only fan, but he's a fan. We were going to try to bring you a third Battle Royal this weekend at our Supercard for the ladies. However, the insurance is afraid of the roof completely being blown off and said the most we can maybe swing is 8. Maybe even only 6. So we're going to try to work that out. If we can get a pre-show booked together properly before the main card itself, we will have something of a women's battle royal on a similar path to the men's for number 1 contendership, but not quite the cruiserweight battle royal, because that one's for the title. It's Chrissy Wen making her way down. From Philadelphia by way of South Korea, I believe. North Korea, one of the Koreas, maybe even Central Korea. Right outside the walls. Getting some love from the fans, sort of surprisingly. Kitty Barnes, however, is not getting any love from the fans. Went 0 for 3 in the World Cup a few months back. Took the fall for her tag team in the Golden Girls Classic. Pretty sure she's gotten minute-riced by 90% of our women's roster. I think even Davina Dark Match has a win against her in a dark match. Cross-promotional love for the Triad. It's Christy Wen and Kitty Barnes. We are a go for women's action. Kitty opening things up with that swinging neck breaker. Has Christy up with the belly-to-back suplex. Kitty out of the box early for the pinfall. Forearm to the face, only gets a 1 count. Christy showing some strength, pushing Kitty back into the ropes. Northern Lights, no bridge. Christy's ankles got caught up on those ropes. We'll see if that slows her down throughout this thing. all Kitty right now. That back body drop. Chrissy fighting back with a shot to the guts. Standing drop kick. Trying to get momentum going back on her side here. Irish whip. Pendulum tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Christy Wen. Sorry, their names are really similar. I'm going to probably mix them up 1,000 times. Wen slingshots Barnes backwards. Maybe let's go with last names. We'll make that easier for everyone involved. Munchkin lane DDT on that center shield. Outstretches that arm, stepping on the shoulder joint, trying to pop it backwards. Wen into the pinfall, hooks the outside leg, gets her first 1 count of the match. Soccer kick to the spine. Barnes up and over, gets smacked down by Wen. I think Kitty Barnes actually has a brief cameo in the trailer for our sponsors movie. I think she's in the Bad Shit trailer. I don't know for sure. I know that she was hanging around the set. She's hanging around that knee drop from Christy Wen. Barely Alive Productions, local horror show, well, local horror company from Pittsburgh, helping us with some of the stuff for Real Horror Show. Christy Wen's gonna fly. Big guillotine leg drop, misses. Overshot, well, undershot it rather. Lands tailbone first on those mats. Introduces Barnes sternum first into the steps. Sends Barnes into that barricade, then back into the steps. Drops her face first on the second. Barnes back in, Wen gives chase. Wen taking high risk one more time. Hoping she can make contact on this one. Goes for the elbow, gets nothing but mat one more time. A little bit softer than the padding outside. Wen showing the aggression, just throws Barnes shoulder first into that turnbuckle post, and then catches her with the rise up alley-oop bomb. Single leg crab. Haven't seen one of those this season, at least not many of them. Barnes was in full control early. It's been all Wen since. Barnes is looking for that opening. Snapmare and then play into the crowd here some. And Wen saying she's done. Maybe felt like something tweaked after that leg drop. No, playing possum, runs back in. Into a jawbreaker from Barnes. Big pile driver out of Barnes. Is Barnes walking out on this thing now? I think Barnes is walking out. Deciding Wen didn't take her seriously enough. Barnes is heading to the back. Kitty needs a shower, I guess. Refs counted 5. Barnes just pacing it by the entrance ramp. And it looks like Christy Wen's going to take this win by count out. Two matches, 2 countouts here tonight. And that is not the face of a winner. Christy Wen looks sort of disappointed with how this thing played out. It's probably for the best, though. She definitely was a bit slow getting up after that big leg drop she missed on the outside. We will keep you posted on her condition. But at least for one more night, her condition is in the winner's circle. We're staying with women's action, as champion and challenger meet one more time before Sunday, as Callie Dane taking on Misaki. And we like the stipulation so much, we're doing it twice. TJ Ramirez and Val Savage fought earlier today on Throwdown. Winner picked the stipulation. Winner of this match will pick the stipulation of their title match at Real Horror Show. Being told the Iron Woman match is taken off of the card. Hell in the Cell is also not an option, so we'll have to go from there. Misaki came up just short a few days ago in her request to become women's champion over in Supernova. Would have made that a title versus title match on Sunday. However, she does still have her match with Dane for our title. Champion in the ring first, waiting for her challenger. Misaki sneaks in. Double leg takedown, dropping bombs early. In recent weeks, Misaki has tried to match the aggression of Callie Dane. Shoves the ref, keeps putting the boots on the champion. Looks like he might be throwing this thing out here. No, we're going with the match. No, we're throwing this out here. Misaki is trying to get her paws on the champion. Dane with the standing switch, shot to the back. Went for the single leg push-up drop kick, gets pushed away by Misaki. Surprise Ninja with the drop toe hold. Misaki with the kick low. With the height kicks. Including the one to the ear. Surprise Ninja by the champion. Saying she ain't going down that easy. Has Misaki tied up. Suicide note brainbuster. And then into that short version of the Ring of Fire. Misaki tapping out even though there's no ref. Misaki off the ropes. Dane catches her. Pops her up. Into the crossface. No ref. Misaki still taps twice. Dane saying she has infinite ways to win those matches. And things are going really weird right now. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Do we get the visual for our next match? There we go. Continuing with the Project Mayhem theme, the Hosses of Mayhem, Amadeus Keith and Phoenix Vega, getting their first look at our new tag team champions, the Risen, who've already escaped one Hoss fight this week, still maintaining gold over in Supernova. This match is non-title. Can the Risen escape once again? And even if they get out tonight, they still have to look forward to Keith and Vega this Sunday. The Risen had one of the most interesting weeks last week. I think it was last week. On Friday, they dropped the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. On Saturday, they won ours, and then on Sunday, they won Supernovas. So, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The first team across the Triad in Triad history to maintain championships in 2 divisions simultaneously. Won't say the first wrestler because Breeze technically did it first. Last weekend, thank you for that. Will the Risen maintain their streak going, or will they just be a footnote as Project Mayhem looks to keep gaining gold here? The men of Mayhem finally starting to remake their marks. Shout out to Travis Palmer, who is once again your Mr. International. The Risen have only had 1 match here in Blitz, but it was a title win, so it's a pretty good record to start off with. I'm receiving word if this match ends in a countout within the first 5-10 minutes, we will restart the match. However, if it's over 10, we will accept whatever countout victory we land on, so even if it's a draw. Alex Sever in the paint. Akaoni in the mask and helmet. Hey, and that's the point I was starting to make before I lost track of it. Yes, Breeze was the women's tag team champion before she became Supernova Pro's women's champion. Val Savage was the first to become champion in 2 companies in the Triad, just not simultaneously, though. Unless Iceman did it first, but I don't think it counts if it's Iceman because it's Iceman. And I don't think he actually won gold over in Supernova until after Val won the women's title in high class. We'll have to check the logs. Alex Sever and Akaoni, a combined total 405 pounds. Amadeus Keith by himself is 375, 380. Maybe even more. Depends on how big his breakfast was that day. By himself, he's almost bigger than these 2. Phoenix Vega is huge, and Keith looks down at him. Not to play on the size difference, but a very tall task for the Risen here. Even if they survive tonight, will they be able to do it again on Sunday when the titles are on the line? Amadeus Keith in front, Phoenix Vega behind. Vega, the only member of Mayhem that does not wear the Anarchy mask, says his war paint is enough. The masks him off, the paint really doesn't. Which is astounding. Vega made his Mayhem debut over in Supernova. Keith made his here, attacking and officially ending Jacob Oxley's reign in Mayhem. Was sent as a mercenary by Ripley to cull the herd. These 2 men were brought on to bring size to Mayhem. And what size do they have? Again, Keith about 380, 7'3", 7'4". Vega 6'11", about 3 1/4. They may not be the hossiest, but they're damn close. Definitely the hossiest of the teams. across the triad. I think the only team that comes bigger, almost as big, is maybe the Wild Stallions, but even neither one of them break 3, so. Keith starting things off with Akaoni. Non-title action, we're going here. Keith biting the forehead early. Oni's going to have to look to use every bit of that speed advantage here. Of course, it's hard to be fast when you're getting your lungs stomped out. Oni fighting off the ground. And Keith right back to the forehead. Must like the taste of paint. Elbow to the kidneys. Sent into the risen corner early. Quick tag by the champions. Rising up. Rising in motion. I want to say severs the power of the Risen, but I mean, it's hard to be powerful against these guys. Hits that second rope splash, though. North and south angle on it. Putting the pause on Keith, and then the rising step-up knee. Shh. Neckbreaker. Tries to hush the crowd so you can hear those vertebrae popping. Too much strength left in Keith. Brings in the sadistic Samoan. Right into the pump handle. Up and over, turns him inside out. Vega has Sever up on the shoulder. Big running power slam. I mean, the Risen survived the Agents of Chaos, who might actually, I can't believe I forgot their hossiness. They might actually, they're definitely hossier than the Stallions, but maybe not than Mayhem. His Oni comes back in with a basement dropkick to the knees. Hits another one. Brings Vega down to a knee and then puts one on the face. It's hard to be taller when you're on your back. I think even on his back, though, Vega is almost taller than Oni. Runs into a jawbreaker from the smaller man. Stuffs that kick attempt. Oni fighting back off the rear waistlock with the elbows. Vega's done playing. Has Oni up in the vertical. Maintains control, keeping him up there, letting all that blood rush to the head. Down, slams him with that vertical. I think Vega could have held him up there for another 20 seconds if he wanted to, just effortlessly. Brings in Keith, boots to the guts. Second discus lariat. Oni with the super kick, not even stuns Keith. Drops him with a running lariat. Off the ropes. Big punt kick to the face. Oni still with some fight left. Sends Keith back into the Risen corner. Turns him around. Shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Trying to steal some of that power game. Not enough. Keith pushing him back off out of the corner. Snapmare. Chop to the back. Boots to the chest. It almost looks like he wanted the moonsault there. I would be terrified if Amadeus Keith was trying to moonsault. Quick tags by the Mayhems. Vega with the shoulder block in the middle. Keith over top with the running uppercut. Oni up on the shoulders, dropped into the shoulder breaker. And Vega wisely putting himself between the champions. Trying to keep that punishment on Akaoni. Showing some power. Has Vega up in the torture rack, spins him out into the Thunderbomb. I say severs the power, and then Oni goes and pulls some of that nonsense. Retaliation, gets dropped throat first on the top rope. And Vega with that Steiner recliner, showing Aka to his partner, Sever. Oni slips up the back and picks the ankles though. As the sleeper hold falls into the neck breaker, sideways style. Oni's taking a lot of punishment here, needs to bring in Sever. Try to hit that snap jab, gets caught with a big overhand shot and then driven face first into the mat. If you're Aka Oni, you do not want to trade strikes with these two. As Vega stomps the guts, splitting the uprights. Oni up on the shoulders one more time, dropped into another shoulder breaker by Vega. Oni sent into the Mayhem corner. Keith down with the double axe handle on that arm that Vega's been working on. Keith thinking snap DDT, gets caught with the falling arm breaker by Oni. Oni wisely runs to his corner, trying to get some feeling back in that shoulder before tagging in Alex Sever, protege of Victor Black. Kick down low, single arm DDT. And then into the Quebrada moonsault. First cover attempt of the match hooks that outside leg. And only gets a 1. Kick across the back. Pretty sure the distance between Amadeus Keith's shoulders is about as long as Alex Sever's leg. Sever caught that over the shoulder arm breaker. And then dumped that forward tossing belly to back suplex. Keith with his big fists. Drops Sever with that tilt-whirl power slam. Has Sever up, drops him into that Emerald Explosion. Waits for one half of the champions to get to his feet, brings him up. Spins him into the backpack, drops him into the Welcome to Anarchy. Into the cover, hooks that outside leg. And it looks like Vega, in his attempt to get to Oni, actually stepped on Keith's back, breaking up the pinfall. I don't think Mayhem cares, it's just more chance to drop punishment. As Keith dropping those bombs, runs into a jawbreaker though for his trouble. Falling flatliner by Sever. Looks like he was busted open off those shots from Keith momentarily. There you go. Sever showing some strength with Sever ties. Saying blood don't hurt, starts headbutting the turnbuckle. Sends Keith into the Risen corner. Looking for tandem offense. Hooks up the flatliner one more time. In with the drop kick. I know they have a name for it, I just don't know what it is. Oni rakes the back of Keith. Plants him with the jawbreaker. Risen here, in control. Oni ties up that chokehold, falls into the neck breaker one more time. Poison missed by Oni. Knocks Keith into the corner, standing switch. Keith busted open as well. Has Oni up. Oh no. Sick buckle bomb. Keith completely unfazed by that poison mist. And the sight of his own blood. You basically have to kill the guys in the Mayhem to keep them down. Oni looking to do just that. Demon knee. Caught Vega in the side of the head, not in the face like he usually goes for. Vega kicking out at 2 clean on his own. Quick tags by the champions. Sever back in. Into the Outblack. And Phoenix Vega taps. I guess Keith thought Vega still had something left in the tank, but apparently not so much. And the Risen managed to sneak out with another victory over guys much bigger than them. I was just getting ready to say, Alex Severs is one of the few men across the triad that Hugo Lazarus is okay with using the Dragon Sleeper. Severs got that Welcome to Anarchy early. Would drop Keith with that flatliner dropkick combination. Keith would stand right up after it. And right there, Vega would take that demon knee and then would get caught in the out black after kicking out at 2. Not even 2.5, just 2. And the Risen saying they've got what it takes to keep those straps on Sunday. Oh, and it should be noted, we still have no idea what the stipulation is going to be for Cali Dane and Misaki. On account that the match wasn't actually a match, even though Dane did come out looking better. I don't know if we're going to give her the rights to pick, though. I don't know. Moving on, keeping the theme of champions. We're getting some champions versus challengers, sort of. We know Grim Reaper and Mega Ran will be tussling for that Headhunter title. Jay Hellion beat Power Cat a couple days ago. Is guaranteed a one-on-one match with the champion. However, they will cross paths in that Cruiserweight, or the Blitz rather, Battle Royal. If Power Cat maintains, he gets Hellion one more time. If Hellion wins, then he doesn't get the title match because he's already the champion. I'm starting to think that Chip Stackworth has a thing against cats. He said Kitty Barnes was cat feces, which, admittedly, she's not great. Is the founder and president of the Fuck the Power Cat Power Club. Population, I think, 15 now. There's a movement. As many fans aren't into Project Mayhem, they definitely were more okay with Cade being the Blitz Division champion than Power Cat. We're absolutely stunned when Power Cat won in that steel cage match. Fans were slightly more stunned when Mega Ran started the Kaiju Warfare match and came out on top, outlasting 5 other hosses in that knockout match. Has drawn the ire of Grim Reaper, though. So the off team of FCK, I think this is actually their first televised teaming. Wearing those FCK shirts, entering through the crowd. There's Hellion. There's Grim. That's fair. I'm being told now that if Hellion does not come out on top of the Real Horror Show Battle Royal, FCK never really went away. They've all been kind of pursuing solo gigs. I mean, Grim's only loosely a member of FCK. It's mostly Hellion and Kersey Ramon. Although we have seen Grim and Kersey team together, and that's scary. I think this is actually the first time we've seen Power Cat walk out to a match carrying that title. has been going for the cheap shots on Jay Hellion lately. Is the cape why you don't like Power Cat? I think it's the cape. Just spitting completely in the rule of no capes unless you're Moto. That and maybe the red and yellow just completely clashes with the title belt. I think he opted to try to have it red and yellow, but we told him, no, brother. For obvious reasons, there's no mania here. Our current Blitz Division champion waiting for his tag team partner, the current Headhunter champion. Around that waist of Mega Ran. Teacher, rapper, villain, wrestler, record holder, champion. Half of the source of the jabroni effect. Still maybe taking the huge loss to a guy that shouldn't have even survived a third of that match. That did light the fire under Ran. Threatened to completely shut down the Blitz division, came out and was just killing all of the guys much smaller than him. Demanded to be taken serious. This match is tornado style rules. No holds barred. And champs and challengers going right after each other. Caught neckbreaker by Grim to Mega Ran. Gutbuster from Hellion to Power Cat. FCK in full control early. Power Cat's leg ripped backwards. Grim with the big haymaker. Falling neckbreaker by Hellion. Grim, what the hell is he doing? I thought Grim was going to fly for a second. Does not want to give the fans what they want. Big lariat, both hosses going down. Power Cat looking for toys early. Trying to be power bat. Hellion hit him so hard the bat flew outside. Ran and Reaper on the outside, trading paws. Ran with the fall-away slam. Lucha bump in the middle. Surprise Ninja Rana gets caught with the alley-oop instead. And we've got wood. Hashtag. Ran just pulled out a table. Hellion tosses Power Cat. Spine first into the ropes, then beals him across. Torture rack by Grim. Spun out into that Thunder Bomb. We've seen Akaoni use that earlier. Looks a lot more logical coming out of Grim. Hellion going down for that power slam. Well, got caught with the power slam. Going down for that splash. Grim trying to steal the cover. Ran kicks out at 1.5. Pair of jaw breakers from Power Cat drops Jay Hellion. Power Cat back to the toys. And now we've got a ladder. Hellion wrestles control away. Ran finally giving chase to the little guys. Dropping bombs on Jay Hellion. The unofficial #1 contender for that Blitz Division title. Has him up, gets caught with the single arm breaker. Looks like Hellion caught Rand's face first into that barricade. Reaper back on Ran. Power Cat heading with the ladder. Hellion gets control one more time. Blast Power Cat in the side of the arm. Ran fighting back with the elbows to Grim. Hellion tosses the ladder. And then goes after Mega Ran. Spring lariat in the corner, drops Ran. Fights back with Grim off that fireman's carry. Power Cat back in, goes after his challenger. Northern Lights doesn't maintain the bridge. Power Cat has brought up 3 of the 4 toys in this match. Has a hammer now. Who the hell puts these things under the ring? Diving crossbody, drops Grim Reaper. Hellion catches Mega Ran at the elbow and then catches a Macho Man knee to the back. Haas is outside, little guy's inside. Jumping Rana drops Hellion. Power Cat, not sure what he wants to do. In typical Cat fashion. Falls into the cover. Hellion out at 1.5. Fire Pro over to the top of the Blitz champion. Grim with that lariat takes both men out one more time. Hellion left inside with Ran. Drop to that belly to backbreaker. Belly to backbreaker. Greetings from the Black Lodge on the outside. And that Argentine backbreaker on the inside. Oz is hitting their signatures early. Ring gets caught the double leg takedown from Hellion. Grim looking to kill Power Cat here. Grim Tidings. Into the cover. Springboard's bipolar coaster in from Hellion. FCK, both challengers, looking good against their respective champions, rather. And Power Cat may have 5 broken ribs. Grim is about 320 and just dropped it all sorts of on a 190-pound guy. Pretty sure that's against the Geneva Code. Would drop Power Cat with that greetings from the Black Lodge on the inside. On the outside, while Ran hits that Mega Buster backbreaker on the outside. Completely mix those up. Grim Tidings would spell end. And the off team of FCK looking good here. Grim directing traffic. Will this be the site after Sunday? Will FCK finally get some gold? Only time will tell. As we head into the main event, is High and Mighty looking to keep climbing their ranks in the tag team divisions across the triad, taking on old rivals that have become new rivals again. There's been a lot of Twitter beef between these two teams. Wild Stallions feel like they keep getting overlooked for shot after shot, even though they haven't been winning much. Did take the 2 biggest singles losses before the Jabroni effect became a thing. They were the start of the undefeated Skeevy Ray Vaughn's undefeated streak before that tour was canceled. Want to say High and Mighty haven't lost too many tag team matches this year. At least not here. I know they lost to the Fumori in the World Cup qualifiers. Not qualifiers, but the actual tournament building into that pay-per-view. But every team lost to the Fumori, so that doesn't count. In their last meeting between these two teams, High and Mighty did become victorious. Want to say they're 3-0 lifetime against the Stallions? I'll have to check that. Mighty making his return last week after taking some time off from catching that L to Ray Damonio, unveiling that new Steel Spectre garb in honor of his trainee. Oh, he's the trainee. It's been a long day already, folks. His trainer and mentor, Bake, who is that Steel Phantom. Mighty in front, Honky Kong in back. Still looks weird not seeing Mighty wearing the Blitz Division title. Cashed it in for that shot at Daemonio. Tried to cash it in, just wanted to submit it honorably. Was called out by Cade, who I think caught him just in a bad mental place. Cade put the absolute pause on him, beat him in about 56 seconds. Cade hasn't even been seen since taking that L to Power Cat, though. Although I'm told he will be returning in that Battle Royal. 30 juniors, cruiserweights, and Blitz division representatives from across the triad. Winner will become champion. Or remain champion if Power Cat wins. I don't like his chances, though, just saying. Buck and Burke. Those big Canadian bastards. The Wild Stallions back here. Buck took his turn in that Kaiju Warfare match, trying to become the Headhunter champion. While Burke was nursing that neck injury I referenced earlier after catching that alley-oop into that top turnbuckle. Not a move I'd want to take. It's barely a move I want to see anyone take. Bake looking to start things off with Buck. Whole lot of bees in this match. There's the bell. Buck with a standing switch, rear waist lock, amateur style takedown, and into the side headlock. Collar and elbow tie up. Wrist lock from Buck, showing he knows how to wrestle a little bit. Ducks a clothesline, spinning back kick. Bake already has wrestled one match today. Open throwdown and a triple threat match. Bell was about 45 seconds ago. Match is officially started. We get that running BDT. Bake looking for that front slam, gets caught. That belly to back suplex. Bake in the wrong neighborhood. Trying to crawl into the Stallion's corner. Has Buck up. Spinning Baker bomb. Pulls Buck away from his brother. Tags in Mighty. Mighty's the smallest man in this match. Buck wrestles like the smallest man in this match usually. Mighty with that diving chop, lariat. Kind of hard to tell with where he hit him at. Brings Buck up to a knee. Maintains wrist control. Delivered some kicks to the solar plexus. Into that short arm lariat. Runs off the ropes, double axe handle. Trying to keep the air out of the lungs of Buck. Into the bait crusher. So much of Mighty's moveset is taken, borrowed, modified from Bake. Including that overhead gut wrench toss. Sits him down with the spine buster. Mighty's probably the strongest member of our Blitz division. And gets caught with the tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Caught on that second rope by Buck Wild. Buck off the ropes. Drives all that weight, all about 275, into the back of Mighty. Trying to crush the trachea. Buck's about 290, wrestles like he's 390. Tossing Mighty. Mighty coming up off the ground with a shot to the gut. Runs into a kick from Burke. Went do-si-do, runs into a headbutt. Bake looking to get the tag in. Burke right there to stop it. And stomping in the guts, trying to hit that spine from the stomach. Driving mighty knee first into the mat. And then sick kick, looks like he caught him in the shoulder there. Going front slam, mighty coming back with the rising knee. Hammerlock. Into the Russian leg sweep. Looks like he caught Buck's head on that bottom turnbuckle. Buck may be dead by the end of this season. Mighty with the German. Transitions in the Dragon. Could be looking to go all three rivers here. And the point on the exclamation. That straitjacket holds on to the bridge. Buck out at 2.5. Mighty looking to go for that Blizzard of 93. Gets caught with a rising knee for his trouble. Sent into the Stallion's corner. We could be looking at our first look at tandem offense here. Brainbuster by Burke. Frog splash by Buck. That Yukon Gold. Into the cover. Bake breaks it up at 1. Burke looking to hit a big power slam on Bake. Buck, I don't think, knew what the plan was. Tried to throw a dropkick, hit both men. Springboards in with the crossbody. Mighty stuffs it. Paralariats drops Buck. Into the running single leg dropkick. Buck coming up with the back body drop. Stopping the knees of Mighty. Wild with that wind-up elbow. Back of the head of Mighty. Marcus starting first into that neutral corner. Buck spins him around. Ducks the clothesline into that senton kick. And Bake, I guess, was having words with the fan, and the Stallions pick up a big win in the tag team ranks. Mighty would hit those three rivers on Burke, which is a feat in itself. Would even hold on to the bridge after that straitjacket. Mighty would catch that senton kick after taking a Yukon Gold. Where's that Bake that got the Yukon Gold? Bake having words with that douchebag in the yellow. And the Stallions with the big upset, showing they can be on the winning side of that upset coin. Burke posing in the middle, Buck heading up top where he feels the most comfortable, or at least up to the second. And that's going to do it for us here. So I'm being told we are going to try really hard to do a pre-show Sunday night. 3 matches. We may have the women's tag team title match on the pre-show. If not, that will also be held on the Storm or Remedy after whichever show we actually do. The same night that Hellion will get his one-on-one shot with the champion unless he wins the Battle Royal. Keep your ears to the ground. We will send out the stream invites. So for everyone in the back, for your winners and losers on the night and earlier today in High Class, coming up this weekend in the Battle Royal weekend, we have, one more time, the Beating the Odds Battle Royal event from High Class Sunday afternoon. And then later that night, we'll be coming at you in our normal late night spot with Real Horror Show. I have been your voice of choice, DrMarxout, and I am signing off for the night. We will see you this weekend.